Alright, fuckers and fuckheads. Now, what we're fixing to do here right now is pull us a Mike Ryder. Now, what pulling a Mike Ryder means is that you've got one thing, maybe two things, and you need a whole different thing. Well, you don't want to go into town and get that shit. You just want to do it. So, we're going to pull us a Mike Ryder, because you see I got this red cable. We're going to turn it black real quick with some cloth aviation grade electric tape, which came from Aircraft Spruce and Specialty, by the way. So y'all know where to get the shit. Look at there. Shit. Alright. Now I got me a black cable instead of a red one. Look at that shit there. That's half a Mike Ryder right there. Now, they no longer make the correct battery for this. They have not made the correct battery in several years. And a normal 12N series battery will not fit in here. Well, you can make it fit, but it ain't the wisest thing in the world you would ever do. So, because I want to ride this bike and I want to sell it. This one's going away for $2 grand, by the way, which is about half book value. It's all original paint, polished up. But I'm going to give whoever gets this bike the original battery bracket, just in case they can find a new old stock one somewhere, which I highly doubt. But if they do, they got a better parts fetcher than I got. Y'all have all met Dennis, so you know what I'm dealing with for a parts fetcher. We're going to put this battery in there, which is the same width, and fits perfect in that damn thing. Okay, and that battery in a minute will hold that plating. First, which end did I rig? I rigged this end for this. Now, this here was an exhaust bracket 20 minutes ago. If you want a specific model, it's too goddamn short, but it came off of a Yoshimura piece of shit. Because Yoshi makes really good headers, but their goddamn cans are generally designed for stock bikes or bikes with relatively stock flow, and not designed for anything with any headwork. So I usually end up pulling off the damn Yoshi cans and putting on Kirker K45s, because the Kirkers can handle the flow after I've done a little headwork. I gotta fix this grommet here. Grommet is fixed. Well, grommet is mostly fixed. Straighten that mess out the rest of the way in a minute. Yeah. Alright. So now, what I've done here, so I've taken cloth electric tape, because I don't want rubber in here, I just want cloth. I just got to keep the battery from getting shredded by the edges of the metal. So I don't really need rubber. And the cloth electric tape is thinner, and it is glued on there with Indian head gasket shellac, so we know Mike Ryder would be proud. Well, actually no, I think he'd have used 3M Super 99 spray on adhesive. which I actually have a can of. But now, okay, so I don't want this to put undue stress and strain on this battery, because I don't want this battery breaking. So what I've done is I've left this end loose and it's just kind of springy. These are gas tank spacers from a Suzuki Gixxer 1100, an old one. Actually, I think it was a Gixxer 1000. It's just been jugged to 1100, so I call it an 1100. All I do is start that bolt, and I come up here to the front. Actually, I think I did that backwards. No, I didn't. I did it right. Need this under the lip like I designed it. And I need to find my damn ratchet, which I just had out. I swear I did. Look, I got one of these cheap ones from down here. We use it. Okay, that's good and tight. And that's good and tight. Now I need a pair of 10mm wrenches. Some 6mm bolts and washers. And those 3 6mm nuts. Reach up and grab my other 10mm here. Charger back on, because this battery, I was using it to bump start another bike the other day. It's pretty much just a shit battery, but like I say, I really want to ride this bike. So I go like that. And we're not worried about a ground bouncing around touching shit. But I am going to strap it down before I put it in. And I can take the charger right back off because I got to hook up this cable here. Yeah, I think what it was with my friend Mike Ryder, he must have watched too much Monster Garage. That was pretty popular back then. He was one of them guys that, man, you know you like the dude, but goddamn sometimes he'd come up with some shit. So all that gets tightened. We'll come over here. And like I say, it don't matter if my ground touches. Fuck, I can hook my ground up like that. Let's hook this charger back the fuck up. And let's do it to where it's not going to be in our way. And I will tie this down. I'll probably end up just turning it upside down here. Now, before I tape this up and fix this grommet, which I do have a brand new grommet for it, let's check it out and see. Does the cover clear? I'm pretty sure it will. It does clear. I'm going to fix that little strappy thing right there. Oh, I got a burr right there. That's what that is. It does clear, and suppose it helps if I have the fuel on and the choke. Yeah, that battery ain't charged up enough yet. But y'all get the idea. Now you have just watched me pull a Mike Ryder on this bike. And when we get the right battery, I'll put it in. But in the meantime, I'm going to charge this motherfucker up. I'm going to ride this bitch. And that battery ain't going nowhere. And if Mike happens to be watching this, which I'm only half-assed sure that he does watch my shit, alright fucker, break out the avionics. I want to see an AN2 with an intercom that works perfectly like you want it to, but ain't intended to work that way. I'll let y'all fuckers and fuckheads later.